Okay, today we're taking a look at a chord progression with a melody, sort of like a theme. And it might be like a movie theme. So we're going to start off with, we're only going to do 1 and 5s today. And those are our 3. So we're going to start off left hand with A flat and E flat, B flat and F, and then C and G. And I think they're separate. Yes, they are. They are going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if you want to stop the video and just work on that, that'd be great. In the right hand, we're going to have this octave, C and C. That's middle C, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3. So how that works is C and C, C and B flat, C and A flat, and C and G and C and G. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. So when we put those two things together, it's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. That's the basic progression. What we commonly do with progressions, excuse me, like that, is put different endings on the back half where we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And in that bar, we can put all kinds of different additional material that will create interest and make it sound, kind of improvised, I guess, in some respects. No, I don't guess that. It makes it sound improvised. So this is how this will look. So stop the video there if you want to just work on that main theme. If you want to come back and learn another dimension of this, this is how this will work. Here we go. 4 and 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and just ending with a major C triad, C and G in left hand, C and E natural in the right hand, and that creates what's called a Picardy with a P, Picardy cadence. This is called a Picardy third, where it was minor in the rest of the piece, and then it becomes major at the ending. So that's a nice little progression to work on for this week.